Welcome to our training video on restorative practices. Today, we're going to be taking a look at how to address low-level student misbehavior through one particular restorative practice called relational conversations. Now, we all know that there's a right and a wrong way to be able to approach students when there's problems that are going on. If we do things the right way, we're going to help to de-escalate the issue, as opposed to making it grow into something that we can't control. We're going to be able to address it quickly, as opposed to creating a lengthy debacle. We're going to help edify the student and ourselves so we both walk away from the situation feeling good, as opposed to both of us feeling like we just went through a war. We're going to build relationships with the students, as opposed to building walls between us. And we're going to help the students to grow when we do things the right way, as opposed to calcifying them and causing them to be inflexible and not wanting to work with us. Now, in just a few moments, we're going to take a look at a little bit deeper into relational conversations and how they can help you to address that low-level student misbehavior. Welcome back to our training video on restorative practices. Now, earlier we were speaking about how to address students the right way when we're dealing with low-level student misbehavior. Now, we're going to take a look a little bit deeper into what relational conversations can do for you and for students. Now, relational conversations happen in 4 phases. But don't let that throw you off. That doesn't mean you're entering into a 5-10 minute conversation. We know you don't have time for that during your day. And actually, these 4 phases happen in about 20 to 30 seconds when you're working with a student. Now, the first phase of relational conversations really causes us to slow things down a little bit and not go at the student with the actual problem that we're needing to deal with them on. Rather, we want to value the student by connecting with them as a human. Once that connection is established, we want to start demonstrating empathy for the student by listening to them and showing that we care. That's extremely important because that lets them know that we value them. Now, once we've done that, we want to highlight these common values that we have with the students. In other words, we want to try to find common ground with them. We don't want them to think that they're on one side of the issue and we're on the other, because then we're on opposing sides. Finally, we want to close the conversation down by believing in them and ending it on a positive note by having confidence in their strengths. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to show you what this looks like, because we're going to have a student come down the hall that's going to have their hoodie up. And I'll show you how the relational conversations can deal with that in a very positive way. Oh, hey, Christian.
Hi, Mr. Crow.
Hey, it's good to see you, buddy.
You too.
Hey, did you watch that football game this past weekend? Man, can you believe the Kansas City Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl? That's the first time in my entire life they've gone to the Super Bowl. It's pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah, you probably guessed why I'm talking to you, haven't you? Why do you think I'm talking to you?
Well, yeah, of course I love just talking to you because I think you're a cool guy. But yeah, I did need to talk to you about the hood. Because you know, our school rule is we have to keep the hoods down, right?
Yeah.
And you know what we're here to do when we're in school, right?
Learn.
Yeah, we're just here to learn. So I don't want people talking to you like when you go into class about your hood and you getting in trouble and stuff like that. So when would be a better place to wear the hood?
Outside.
Yeah, you know. So what can you do now just to get things back on track?
Put it down.
Okay, I appreciate that, Christian, a lot. Now, you know what? I need you to go out there and just make it happen today. You be that leader because everybody else is going to be watching you, right? You've got this. This is not a thing for you. Boom. All right, have a good day, buddy. We'll see you. Now you're ready to begin using relational conversations, which is one of the more frequently used restorative practices because of the sheer frequency with which we experience these small misbehaviors. My encouragement to you is to begin using these practices tomorrow when you enter the classroom. Don't worry about getting all 4 phases perfectly right each time. You're going to skip 1 and 2 of them here and there, but over time, you're going to master this skill, and you and your students are going to be better for it. Happy restoring!